Welcome, Libra, to your October 2022 reading. Happy birthday to all you Libras born in October, and happy Halloween as well. I love this month, it's always so exciting and fun. Now, this month, like I do every month, I'm still offering my free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you'd like to subscribe to my channel and you've got a question you'd like to ask, just click the subscribe button. Now, when you do, write new subscriber before your question so I can see that you are a new subscriber, because what I'm doing this month is I'm opening it up for anyone who would like to ask a short answer question. So a yes or no answer or something like that, because I've been doing it the last few months and I absolutely love doing it. I love your questions. So you don't have to be a subscriber just to ask a question. I'll give you a short answer to your question. But if you want a more in-depth reading and you have not subscribed, click that subscribe button, put new subscriber before your question, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Don't worry if you don't hear from me right away. I will absolutely get back to everyone who asks a question. Now, sorry about that. We'll get into your reading. Now, this month I'm using the Tarot of the Witches deck, and I love to use this at Halloween, around Halloween time. Now, this, to me, I get a lot of intuitive answers coming through. The pictures on the cards aren't like most other tarot decks. The court cards and the major arcana are pictured, but the other cards just have the symbol of the suit that they represent, plus a little diagram in the center. And it just allows me, not having that imagery on the cards, it allows me just to open up and get a lot of those messages through from my guides for you. And the one thing that came through for you is there is a lot of movement going on for you in October. Now, this can be financial. This can be about your passions, your desires, your creativity, your spirituality. There's a lot of things changing and moving in October. But you start out the month with the Seven of Wands, and I feel like this is quite good energy for you. It's a card that talks about standing your ground. It's a card that can also represent overcoming challenges if you do stand your ground, because if you truly believe in something that could be something that you are quite passionate about, this could have to do with your work or career, but I feel like this is more, I mean, your work and career can be something that you are quite passionate about. So this could relate to that. But I feel like this could even be a way of thinking for you, an idea that you've had that you are quite passionate about, and you've been standing your ground, or you're going to stand your ground in October, and you are going to be successful. Really, this is a card of saying choose your battles wisely as well. I mean, if it's not that important to you and it's going to become an issue for you, then let it go if it's not. But if it's something that you are really, an idea or a thought or something you want to do or roll out creatively or in your career, something like that, if you believe in it wholeheartedly, then you stand your ground, fight for it, and you will be successful. And I feel like, you know, that Seven of Wands and the Ten of Wands right beside it, these are talking about, the tens are always cards of endings. They're the final stage in a suit of tarot cards before you get on to the knights and the queens and the kings. And it talks about the culmination of that suit. So for a lot of you, you might have been going through this situation where you're having to stand your ground on your beliefs and your ideals for a while, and it's coming to an end in October. I feel like you may have been overburdened by this kind of, I was going to say struggle, but I'm not feeling like it is that serious, but definitely something that has been a little bit of a little bit oppressive for you. It's coming to an end. And this can also be to do with you. If it is to do with your work, you might have been struggling to maintain a goal or to keep a goal in sight, and this is coming to an end as well here. There is this sense of you're moving on from a burdensome situation. Now, this could also even be a decision that you are required to make, and you believe that you should be doing one thing or another. So you've been standing your ground regarding that. And the Moon card often talks about things that are hidden, things that are secret, but the Moon does, it talks about, in this instance for you, I'm feeling like it's saying there is a little bit of clarity here. You're using a bit of your intuition, your higher self in moving on and making this decision as well. The Moon does eventually talk about things that have been hidden becoming clear to you, and you're getting a different perspective here, I feel, with that Moon energy on this situation. You're going to know what it relates to for you. Sorry to be so vague. It's going to be different for all of you, but you'll know what I'm talking about here. The Moon card is a card of seeing things. Now, we are in Mercury retrograde as well, so you might be seeing things not clearly. You can see them, but you're not perhaps seeing them clearly, because often the Moon does talk about a situation where things absolutely look different by the light of the Moon. You can see, but they look different. And so when the sun does come out, and in most Moon cards, if you can see just on the horizon, I don't know if you can see on these cards, they are only small, there is a little sun coming up, and that's what the Moon always does talk about. So I feel like you are going to be getting some clarity in October, and you're going to get a fuller picture of what's going on here. Now, the Knight of Coins. This is slow, steady movement forward and progress that is secure. Now, often a lot of people read Knights as people, and this is a general reading, so that you could have a very significant earth sign here in your life. You've got a significant fire sign, and there's also the King of Swords, which is an air sign, so this could even represent you. And normally I would read this as a Gemini, but this is a general reading, so this could be any air sign. And if it does represent you, this is you are showing up in your own reading, so it's really telling me that October is quite a significant month for you. And I'm jumping forward here, which I always like to do, or really am guided to go here. But the King of Swords is telling me in October, you are using a lot of intellect, a lot of your intelligence to make some decisions here. And this is really going to be able to help you have clarity on the situation that you are going through regarding this sense of overburden kind of energy from having to fight a battle that you believe in. So yeah, you're using a lot of your intellect here and your intelligence. But to go back to the Knight of Coins, this is a very stable energy. Now, all Knights are movement forward. You've got two of them, and you've got one of this, the most impetuous kind of frantic energy in the Knight of Batons, balanced out with both of them, one on top of the other when they came out in your reading, with a very calming, very stable, very solid kind of movement forward as well. So there's a passion regarding this. You might even actually be moving to a new location, moving to a new career, moving to in a new direction in your career. But there is this passion wrapped up in stable movement forward as well. So I feel like this is perfect for a Libran reading because there is this balance. You are the scales, and I feel like things are balanced for you in October as well. Now, the Knight of Coins, all pentacles have to do with your money, your job. So for a lot of you, I feel like you are in a situation that's quite okay. You're financially very stable. Things are moving ahead just the way you had wanted them to. And I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of stability, but there's also this fiery undertone that's saying you could potentially make more. You may have a very passionate career that you want to look into, learn more about, and create more wealth for yourself as well in October. But I feel like, yeah, you're doing things very methodically as well when it comes to your career. You're making money, and you're. I feel like also you're really good at being able to finish off a task. So if you have been, and I do feel like, again, this is work related. If you have been working on something that has been a little bit burdensome, you're going to be finishing this off in October, or it's sort of completing for you in October. Now, back to that King of Swords. Now, this is someone that is very intelligent, very, I was going to say thoughtful, but in their head a lot. You know, they use their intellect more so than their emotions, particularly when making any decisions here. This, again, can be you, Libra. But the King of Swords is very courageous, very powerful, and they're very determined, but they're very good at wielding that sword as well. So they can, but you know, the sword for them is all about the sword of truth. You know, it's cutting away the BS, finding out the truth. They can cut away all that BS. This is in the character of a lot of air signs as well. Don't talk crap. You know what I mean? You just cut the BS out, that kind of stuff. Now, this is a really good person from the past that could be coming in for you, for a lot of you, that you can turn to and get a lot of assistance if there is an important decision that you are needing to make. And this is, and I say this because it's right next to the Six of Cups, and this is, the Six of Cups is about nostalgia. You may be thinking back to this person, or thinking about this person. This could even be somebody that was a friend, and they might be coming back in October, and things are going to become a lot deeper, a lot more. You may end up being in a relationship for some of you, but this is, yeah, someone, an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that you that could be coming back into your life in October, or that you are thinking about. Now, this could also be somebody that you may have worked with in the past. But I see for a lot of you, there's this sense of new learning in terms of your work, in how you make your money. For some of you, there could be a new job, or you've just started a new job and you are learning some new skills. For others, you might be wanting to start a career, wanting to start a business, wanting to move forward passionately to help you make more money, as I was talking about earlier. And you are really honing your skills. You're getting, you're learning things that perhaps you had, that you are going to be able to build on your previous skills that you already have in any one particular area, if that's where you've been going, if that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense. Things are going to be revealed to you, and it's going to give you another layer of information when it comes to a career, your skills, doing things better, and building your wealth. Now, the Knight of Wands here, I touched on that earlier. That's fiery, passionate energy that really drives you forward, and it does also talk about going on a journey that is exciting. It's new, it's passion. There's a lot of passion involved in this journey as well. Now, this can be physically, you are going somewhere, or it can be a metaphorical journey. You know, the moon does often talk about dreamy kind of intuition states. So for some of you, you might be doing that in terms of your spirituality, going on in a new direction as well here. But this is definitely some sort of a swift, energetic change it's not like the Tower energy here. This is driven by you, Libra. This isn't like the Tower where things come in and change your life. But this has that undertone of the Tower, in the sense that there's some changes that you are bringing into your life, and it may require a parting, an absence from a particular way that you were going in life, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that was the correct terminology. You might be going on a new, different, exciting direction here. And this can all have to do with this decision, I feel, as well, that was coming up for you. But yeah, there's definitely an alteration in a direction that you're going in your life, but it's passionate, it's fun, it's exciting. The thing with the Knight of Battens, the knight comes in, he's the one that comes in to save the damsel in distress, and it's all wonderful and good. And then once the excitement of saving and fighting the dragon to save the damsel is over, then the knight can get quite bored quite quickly. So this could also just be mindful of that. You might decide to go on this wonderful, exciting journey, and then once the excitement of that has all, you've kind of gotten over all of that, the place that you move to perhaps isn't as exciting as you initially thought, and things become humdrum, and then you get kind of antsy and want to move on to another new adventure. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong. I feel like you are balanced out there with the Knight of Coins right above the Knight of Battens, as I mentioned earlier as well. There is this balance of things happening if there is a move. Now, your final card from the Gateway Oracle deck is Receiving from Angels. And I love these cards. If you've ever watched my reading before, you know that I really love these. And I find that they can just tie the whole picture up, tie the whole reading up. And they have affirmation that is associated with each card. So I'm going to read that out for you. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. How beautiful is that? And so that's something, if you do meditate, just remember to repeat that over and over to yourself in October, because that is going to help you a lot. Now, the meaning of this card is as well, blessings from above are showering over your life. Angels are real and their presence is near. They are only a thought away. Messages from the Creator, they come to you with immense blessings and love. All is well. Spread your wings and soar. The universe wants you to know angels are watching over you. They love you deeply and profoundly. Be still and open your heart to their wisdom and healing. They will come to you in soft breezes, rainbows, and feathers that seem to magically appear. These signs let you know that you are going in the right direction and that all is unfolding exactly as it should. The angelic energy within you is expanding. Know that you are an angelic healing force for others. Wow, that does. If any of you are going into a new career in terms of spirituality, in terms of alternative medicine or healing in any way, I'm feeling like this is such a blessing here. And this, I do see this tied in very much with the moon card and that 8 of Pentacles. I feel like for a lot of you, if you are starting a new career, particularly in that the healing arts or esoteric kind of stuff, you are going to be getting some real angelic assistance here, and clarity is going to come in for you to help you hone your skills and get better at what it is you do. So we'll leave it there, Libra. Don't forget, take me up on that offer of that free mini reading. If you want to subscribe to my channel, just make sure you put new subscriber before your question. And for everyone else who's already a subscriber, doesn't want to subscribe, you ask your question below as well, and I'll give you that short answer. So have a great month. I hope to see you next month. Bye.